I welcome you all in my playlist of high voltage engineering. This is very important session. Those who wanted to clear the subject with very less effort, in the sense, like the last minute preparation, I just wanted to give the strategy. So if you watch completely, I promise you that you are going to clear the subject high voltage engineering. The entire course is available in my channel. You can have a visit. Yes, let's get started. So there are five modules. I have divided the entire content into five modules. In the first module, which includes breakdown phenomenon in gaseous, then liquids and solids. What you're supposed to do is you have to follow the given topics with the guidelines. High probability questions, which I found out from a previous year question paper and question bank. So I observed that Townsend theory is very important. So you need to study the derivation of current growth equation. Also the criteria for breakdown. Another important question is streamer theory. What is streamer breakdown? Explain with the help of diagram. You need to explain how the breakdown is happening by using the streamer concept. Regarding the Paschen's law, what is Paschen's law and what is the derivation of Paschen's law? You have to give the derivation with the help of graph, PD curve. Then breakdown in electronegative gases, how the breakdown is occurring in sulfur hexafluoride as well as oxygen. Explain the time lag of breakdown. You have to mention about a static, statistical time lag versus formative time lag with help of suitable diagram. Other important topic is what is liquid breakdown, what is liquid dielectric material, what are the breakdown phenomenon which is associated with the liquid dielectric breakdown. You have to justify the breakdown using the cavitation theory, bubble theory, conduction in commercial liquid. Okay, so theory also they may ask. Other one is actually breakdown in solid. What is thermal breakdown? What is electromechanical breakdown? What is intrinsic breakdown? Whatever you're writing, you have to write by points. And now only you can prepare a short notes about all the topics. What is corona discharge? Concept of corona and applications. Apart from that, you can expect what is dielectric material. How do you classify the dielectric material? So write always the definitions, equations, and diagram. Highlight those points. Whenever you are writing for corona, write there is a visual and audible discharge which is applicable in transmission line. Likewise, application oriented wise you are supposed to write. So, moreover, you have to remind some constant like alpha and gamma. Alpha is nothing but first ionization coefficient, where gamma is the secondary ionization coefficient. Try to study the definition of those coefficients also. Coming to the second module, generation of high voltage and current. Here, what you are supposed to do is you have to study about the working principle of Van de Graaff generator. How does Van de Graaff generator operate? Study Cockcroft Walton type voltage multiplier. How you are going to boost up the DC voltage with the help of circuit, regular expression. Apart from that, you have to study the waveform also. What is the purpose of cascading the transformer? How will you boost up the AC voltage? How will you produce the AC voltage by using cascade transformer? How do you produce high voltage AC using the resonant transformer? Principle, advantages and disadvantages you have to list out. Apart from that, you have to study the impulse voltage generation and impulse current generation. So talking about impulse voltage generation, study the Marx generator with a suitable diagram. Explain the working as well. Apart from that, you have to study the waveforms. Then impulse current generation circuit. There are different topologies available. Try to study at least three topology which you can manage it. So if you study that, definitely you can score good score from module number 2. Apart from that, I'll be giving some tips. Clear circuit diagram is mandatory for Van de Graaff generator, Cockcroft Walton type generator, and a Marx generator. Apart from that, for the numerical, practice the ripple and voltage regulation, which is evergreen question, I would like to say. Similarly, write the applications. Van de Graaff generator, it is used for like a X-ray, particle accelerator, etc. So whenever you are presenting, try to write the applications. Third module, it is measurement of high voltage and current. You study electrostatic voltmeter. You have to study the construction, working, and the advantages and disadvantages. What is generating voltmeter? Explain the principle, construction, and advantages, and explain a series resistance microammeter. Other important topic is what is Chubb and Fortescue method. You have to study the derivation of peak voltage, how to derive the expression. Similarly, study the impulse measurement using the cathode ray oscilloscope. Apart from that, study current measurement using resistive shunt and magnetic methods. So, like you might have Rogowski coil, you might have heard about that. You study those particular circuits. Okay, so these are the most probable questions which is taken from previous year question paper. Smart strategy, draw the circuit diagram, equations and limitations, and mention the voltage divider and synchronization for CRO. Okay, then write the problem with the formula if asked. If you could not complete the problem, at least you will be getting the partial credit. Coming back to the module number 4, over voltage and insulation coordination. Here you need to study about the lightning phenomenon. So mechanism of lightning you have to explain. What are the different types of strokes? These are the most commonly asked questions. What do you mean by switching surges? What are the causes of switching surges? What are the characteristics? What are the effects of extra high voltage and ultra high voltage? Similarly, power frequency over voltage. What are the causes? Example, explain the Ferranti effect, explain the load rejection and faults. These are the like power frequency over voltage. What are the protection methods? For example, surge arrestor or surge absorber, then surge arresters, expulsion gaps. Try to study the construction individually. That is very important. Then insulation coordination, concept and important of HV system. So this is more theory oriented, and you should explain with the help of like applications. The important tips I would like to suggest you, and for lighting, you have to draw the cloud to ground stock figure. And for the surge protection, list the methods and devices. For example, what is road gap, what is surge diverters, explain the symbol diagram and layout so that you can explain very well. Insulation coordination, you have to explain about the safe margin of safety, over voltage. If you have any simple expression to be remembered, that also you have to mention. So that insulation coordination, I have discussed in a detailed video. Another important thing is actually module number 5, that is high voltage testing and electrical appliances. For the previous year question paper suggested that non-destructive testing is very important. The measurement of dielectric constant and loss factor. Okay, so that particular circuit diagram, like a Shearing's bridge, similarly transformer ratio and bridge, those things you have to explain very well. Then partial discharge measurement, you have to explain the concept detection method. Okay, so there are so many methods available. Explain with the help of suitable diagram. So testing of insulators and bushing is very important. Explain at least the procedure for conducting the testing. For example, power frequency test, impulse test, etc. Testing of circuit breakers and cable, high voltage AC and impulse test, you have to remember. Testing of transformers, impulse test, short circuit test, you have to remember, because all are related to HV testing only, insulation testing only, not like a performance test. Don't get confused. You might have studied about different type of performance test in your electrical machine, but remember that this is actually insulation testing. Then radio interference measurement. Okay, so how to how to detect the presence of EMI, how to avoid the EMI, electromagnetic interference, those things you have to discuss. Okay, these are the important points you have to remember before appearing for the test. So the smart passing tips I would like to suggest you. Remember all the test name without fail. Then study the procedure and the purpose. That is very important. At least 1.5 pages you have to write for 10 marks. Emphasize partial discharge, dielectric loss factor. These are the very frequently asked questions. Do remember that. Write a short note on partial discharge. What do you mean by dielectric loss factor? Delta. Okay, tan delta, expression for tan delta. Then for apparatus, write the standard and withstand level. Those things you have to remember always. The strategy what you are supposed to apply is like focus on 3 modules very deeply. For example, 1, 2, and 3, 4 depends on your convenience. This is regarding the worst condition. I mean, you cannot recover everything at a point of time. You could not recover because of your health condition is not good. Such cases, I am suggesting this. Otherwise, I would have suggested to cover all the modules because your scoring is very important. Prepare short notes and definitions, law and derivation very shortly. Okay, one module at least 2 pages or 3 pages. If you revise it, if you write it very short note, no, you can remember at any point of time. So diagram is the key for the passing. Okay, even theory questions, draw small sketches. For example, Van de Graaff generator, lighting stroke, whatever the theory question they ask, try to map with the suitable diagram. So numerical, at least practice some questions like a Paston's law, Cockcroft Walton type generator. Similarly, like a thousands theory, like the first equation, thousands first equation. Then you go for the smart writing, use the bullet points, definition, equation, diagram, and application. If you follow this, surely you will be having the success. You'll be actually targeting the success. There is no doubt at all. So you can manage it with if you have ample of time, no issues. But if you have limited time, you follow this strategy. Prepare the short notes. You will be clearing the subjects. You can note down all the points which I suggested to you, and I have given the complete guidelines how to score above 80%. So over 80% of the questions with the 20% effort, that's a strategy. Minimum effort, you can cover all the things. You can clear the subject within 1 or 2 days. That's a major strategy of this particular passing package. Enough pass comfortably and go around 60 to 70% is guarantee if you put effort at least 2 days. Okay, if it is 1 day means I can suggest another passing package, but right now I'm not releasing. That is regarding the worst case. Now you have ample of time, you prepare well. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can comment. You can use the comment box. Definitely, I'm going to reply back. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. If you if you need similar kind of videos and if you want complete lecture series about high voltage engineering, you can subscribe our channel. I request you to like this video if it is useful. Kindly comment the video for the betterment. If you found this content is useful, I request you to share with the students and faculty members, those who are teaching and learning high voltage engineering. So thank you very much for watching this video. I wish you all the very best for your examination. Do well and try your level best. We'll see the another passing package in the forthcoming session. Happy learning. Wish you all the very best.